How to make money as a full-time content creator. How I make money as a full-time content creator in 2025. I get asked this question a lot. I also ask this question a lot. Anytime I'm with another creator, influencer, whatever, hey, what are you doing? You know, how are you monetizing your brand? Maybe you're doing something I'm not doing. Maybe I'm doing something you're not doing. Let's meet in the middle. Let's help each other out. That's how we do this fucking thing. Quick history about the brand. I've been doing it for about 11 years. I've been a full-time content creator for 1 year, just over 1 year. So if you're just getting started, buckle up. It could be a long ride. Totally worth it. It is totally worth it. I will tell you that much. But let's jump into it. I have my notes. I am an idiot. If I'm an idiot and I can do this, you can probably do it too. Social media. Now, most social media platforms, you're able to monetize through them in a variety of different ways, right? Bonus programs, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to run through the ones that I use and tell you guys roughly what I make using them. TikTok. Let's start with TikTok. Now, I make about $0 on TikTok, okay? My videos are not over a minute long, so I make $0 on TikTok. The only way I do make money on TikTok is I have my merch integrated with TikTok. So if someone buys one of my shirts or whatever through TikTok, I make a little money there, but I mean, that's pretty much just coming from my merch store. So $0 on TikTok. YouTube. Now, people have great success on YouTube. It's great for long format content. So if you do long format content, YouTube might be your spot. I make about $0 on YouTube. I do not meet the minimum watch hour requirements on YouTube at the moment. I think you need 4,000. I'm about halfway there. So if we make it there, I can come back and update you guys and we can see what happens there. But $0 on YouTube. Again, merch is integrated to YouTube. So if merch sales come from there, I guess we can call that YouTube, getting paid from YouTube. Instagram. Now, Instagram has had bonus programs for a long time. Currently, they're paying for carousels and images, which I don't post a lot of. Okay, I post a lot of reels. In the past, they have offered bonus programs for reels. For the most part on Instagram, we're talking maybe a couple $100 a month with their current bonus program. In the past, I've seen $1,000 to $2,000 when they are offering the bonus program for reels. Facebook is my biggest moneymaker. I tell people this all the time. It blows their minds. I've had Facebook for pretty much the entire duration of the brand. It's my largest audience. Facebook pays for reels. They pay for static posts. They pay for text. They pay pretty much for everything. So I have a lot of success on Facebook. One of my biggest platforms for getting paid for a long time. And just to give you guys a rough idea, I posted a picture about 2 weeks ago on Facebook, just a picture, about $2,000 it made, okay, just for one picture. For the most part, from Facebook, I get anywhere from $2,000 to about $7,000 a month, depending on how much I'm posting on there and how well that content performs. Now, just to kind of wrap up the social media portion of this, I also do some consulting for some brands, and I also make content specifically for other brands that are not Vulgar Chef. They're not Vulgar Chef related. It's just content for those other companies to use. Merchandise. Now I have my own merch store, deathbymayonnaise.com. It's handled through a company called Fourth Wall. It's a print-on-demand company. The quality is pretty solid. I have no complaints, but that's another way I make money. If you guys want to get set up over there, I can give you a referral link. Okay, I get a couple bucks. You get to build your own merch store. You guys see me wearing the merch in my videos. I promote the merch. I have merch when I do my pop-ups. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, with the merchandise, depending on how often I'm promoting it, how often I'm making new designs, yada, 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 I see anywhere from $5,000 to $2,000 a month over there. Pop-ups and live events and collabs and all that fun stuff. So I do a fair amount of pop-ups every year, and I do those a number of different ways. I will do them where I sort of take over a kitchen space. I bring in all the food. I do all the prep. I sell the food. I take all the money from that. Another way I do is I will collab with a restaurant and say, hey, let's collab on a menu. We'll do a Vulgar Chef inspired menu. We'll do that for a day or for a weekend or whatever. And then generally I will work out a revenue split with the restaurant. You know, everybody makes a little money. We all go home happy. I also bring merchandise to these pop-ups that I then again sell. So pop-ups and collabs like this can bring in anywhere for me from like $5 to again like $2,000 depending on the pop-up. Lastly for me, brand collabs. Now I don't do a lot of brand collabs. You guys have seen the content I make. That's pretty much why. I'm also a little picky and choosy with who I work with. I want to work with companies that I think are going to allow me to have some fun with their product or whatever it is that they are trying to promote. Which is why I love working with companies like Dude Wipes and Liquid Death. They're great. They're just like, do something crazy. Let's fucking send it. I love that. Now, would I like to do more brand collabs? Sure, but I don't rely on them. I do not rely on them as a source of income for myself because you just never know when you're going to get one. When a brand's going to reach out to you or whether you're reaching out to brands. So, not great to rely on brand collabs. Now, you will get people telling you that you need to take however many followers you have and multiply it by this, divide it by that, and that's how you figure out what you should charge your brand. I don't do that. I just sort of read the room. I go, okay, this is the brand. What do I think I can charge? What is a respectable price to give this brand for me to make a video? Also, where is this video being posted? Where's this content being posted? Is it just Instagram? Is it just TikTok? Do they want it everywhere? That's kind of how I feel out. What to charge a brand? Now, with brand collabs, yes, they can be big paydays, but like I said, I do not rely on these. I see anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 for a brand collab. That's pretty much it. That's how I make money as a full-time content creator here in 2025. So if you guys have any questions, if there's things you're doing that you think other people should be doing, let us know. Let's have a conversation. This is how we grow this damn thing. It's a beautiful way to live your life. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I hope I get to do it for the rest of my life.